Hey there, it's Kevin with IT Supplies. We are one of the top companies to sell Epson Solvent printers in the country. Plus, we install the printers as well. So we are well aware of what customers need to know for successful installations and operation of these printers. If you need help choosing which solvent printer is right for you and are looking for the best deal plus installation and training, reach out to us. But without further ado, here are 5 things you need to know before you get your solvent printer. At this point, you've either bought the printer or it's on its way, or you're still deciding. Either way, it's an exciting time because for what these printers cost, the value that they bring to your business is exponential. Now, we have sold and installed many of these printers, so myself and my techs know exactly what questions need to be asked and what materials need to be there for a successful installation. You'd be surprised how many little things turn into big deals because a sales rep or technician did not communicate with the customer. So, let's talk about it. Number 1, the space your printer is going into, including how it's getting into that space. These printers are over 100 inches long and about 34 inches wide, and that's outside of the box, fully assembled. These printers are delivered on a pallet in a giant wooden box. The boxes that arrive are about 110 inches long and 45 inches wide. That's not going to fit into a standard door. So, what to remember? You have to have hands available. We recommend at least 4 helpers to help with any heavy lifting. Questions that need to be answered. 1, do you have a loading dock? If not, we need to have a lift gate on the truck. 2, once the printer is unloaded from the truck, does the path to the printer's final resting place have any doorways, hallways, turns, stairs? These are all things that need to be considered. The printer may need to be unboxed first and then transported, which sounds like a logical step and easy. Well, hold your horses, it depends on the model. Each one is different. The S71, you need to assemble the base and place the unit on top of the base, then install the heater. For the S81 and 91, it's a new flat top design, so it's gonna be a lot easier to really just unbox it and roll it right into your shop. Number 2, the ink. Again, this one may seem obvious, but one model does not come with ink, the S7170. The S81 and S91 come with a full set of ink, so you're all set with those. But making sure your inks arrive at the same time or earlier than the printer is essential. Number 3, the media. Same as the ink. These ship separately, so making sure you have media that our techs can test is essential. Without ink and media, we can build the printer, but that's as far as we get. And this is something that you should take full advantage of because we are there to make sure the printer is printing your product the way you want. Not just a test print, we will go through the entire workflow with you. And number 4, the software and computer. Epson Edge Print can be used on Mac or PC, but the 1 year of Onyx Go that comes with the printer only works on PCs. And if you're already using a different RIP software or editing program, let us know. Number 5, the electrical and connectivity. A great part about these Epson printers is that they plug right into 2, write that down, 2 standard 110 outlets. No need for an electrician to come out. The only caveat to that is the ampage. Now, the spec sheet says 10 to 12 amps. We recommend at least 15, but 20 is best. When the heaters turn on, the power surges, especially if you have more than one printer running. So the higher amps is going to really help limit the amount of blown circuits. That's it. Like I said in the beginning, it all comes down to communication with you and myself and my technicians. If we quickly discuss how the printer is getting unloaded and put into position, the ink, the media, the software being used, and the electrical, you're in for an amazing installation. Now, here's a bonus tip. Let us know if you have any other equipment, like other printers, cutters, plotters. We can be prepared to really dive into your workflow and set everything up so it's all talking to each other. Now, if you have any other questions about solvent printers or the installation process, we are here to help. Give us a call, drop us a line in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video to anyone considering a solvent printer so they know what they are getting into and to better understand the installation process. Thanks so much for watching, and hey, best of luck with the installation.